Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baltimore by Night, a Vampire the Masquerade, Edition 5 game. Ooh.
Woo!
We are down in Aya again tonight. We're never going to have this wedding.
I mean,
We'll get
Yeah.
cut to right after the wedding.
Yeah, we can.
And just all reminisce about all the crazy things that happened.
I guess Liz is just going to have to elope with the other members of the coterie.
No thanks.
Not it.
No.
So I believe last time you had just killed one of your favorite vampires. It was like one of the hardest decisions you've ever made. There will be much crying and mourning in this session as you look back upon their unlife and all that they've done to mean to
The
you.
only crying that we will do is just because Sean didn't get all the XP.
I had enough for presents. So.
Yeah, it's just
I mean, it only costs 5 though.
Could we donate?
nah.
That's fine.
Yeah, I just know it was rough. I mean, you can let out your emotions of sadness and
That guy was not built to fight.
no.
Baltimore will never be the same again.
I hope so.
It's a mournful time.
It's full of
no,
monsters.
it's a time to get that shit in order and get it running for us and make some money.
Mm-hmm.
R.I.P. Samuel Smith, and by R.I.P. I mean rest in piss. What?
So we'll pick up where you are basically standing over top of nothing, guys. When you rise to by, I believe, turns to ash or turns to dust.
Well,
Somebody give me a broom.
Goes like emotions and runs off.
He does struggle with this.
mm-hmm. All right, well, I guess let's call our replacement Sam.
So you have decided who it will be.
I'm my vote is in for the whatchamacallit guy that can change his face.
I thought we
he's-
decided that already.
Reveal,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, I like him because it is kind of inevitable he will eventually fuck it up. And when he does, he has a better escape plan than we do.
Absolutely.
And we also don't
Because-
have to care about him.
Alright, so Caravilla. He says he'll be there in 20 minutes.
All right.
Fantastic.
He has to come here.
Well,
Yeah.
All right. Well, whatever. You're in
This
charge.
was the last place that Samuel Smith was seen.
That's true. It would be reasonable that he would leave the place that he went.
Oh, Donovan's men are like, so, you're welcome.
Thank you.
We did notice, some friendly fire, maybe?
What?
I mean, everyone moves so fast. Nothing personal. Everyone's okay, right?
No, they are in fact dead.
Oh.
Can't
That-
believe that happened.
That'd be the opposite of all right, I believe.
Well, then there will be some compensation for that.
Sure, Donovan will appreciate that.
Yes. We'll reach out.
No. In the meantime, we will be going.
Okay.
Yeah. As they just start disposing of some of the bodies.
Oof.
Mhm.
It was just fun to fire off that sniper rifle. I got a
So
little.
impersonal.
I mean, yes and no. I mean, you're kind of not there, but you're sort of right in there.
Kevin, when I ate Sam, did my hunger go down?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It should be. It's back to 0, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure because I was up to 4.
Yeah, that's the whole reason you're frenzied, yeah. No. Feed him. Morph! You just stabilized
Okay,
Cozy.
you're back down to 3 or something like that.
Yeah, you gave me 1.
Yeah, which is why she stopped frenzying and you started frenzying.
Nope.
That's right.
Friends don't let other friends frenzy.
Not unless they want to.
That's true.
Friends are
You just say
fruit.
it ahead of time. If you want to do that.
Yeah, so.
I'm
20
about to morb, and then they're like, I understand.
No.
So, 20 minutes later, car pulls up. It's like a tricked out, like, not really sporty car. It's an older one, but like somebody took a car that's really crappy and just put lots of money into it. So it's got like a spoiler and all that kind of stuff, when it shouldn't really have that. Very,
Okay.
yeah. Uh, Sean is good. I don't think he has to roll for fury at the moment. Seeing the car.
It's fine. It's fine. It's you know what? To each their own.
Mhm. Avil walks over. It's like, hey, how's it
How's it
going?
going?
That is good. That is good. Yeah.
Well, good news and bad news.
Let me guess. Good news, you did the deed.
Yes.
Bad
And
news.
and we're gonna give you the extra money, so you're the guy.
All right. I know you can trust me. You can trust me.
Bad news.
You don't have him because you blew him up or caught him on fire, threw him into a pit of acid while piranhas ate his flesh.
Something like that, yeah. Yeah, he's not here. So
Yeah, piranhas eating flesh after you put him in acid. That is just so typical.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you never had acid piranhas eat the flesh off your victims?
no, I usually just chuck him in the river.
Oh,
I like acid piranhas. That sounds like fun.
yeah.
We should try that next time.
You just have to
I can
Feed 'em
invest in looking into that.
feed them some Vitae. It makes them a lot more durable so they can survive the acids and stuff. Yeah.
Noted. You taking notes? Okay.
Though you do have to get the right kind of piranha. Surprisingly, not all piranhas are meat eaters.
What do they eat?
Vegetation.
Take
There's
your
more
word
than
for it.
there's more than one species of piranha.
Do you have to turn them when they're starving? Because don't piranhas like attack people when they're starving, or is it just because like they're ghouled, they're always hungry?
No, ghouling allows them to survive, but yeah, you do want to prevent them from eating for a couple days before you put the body in there, so they actually will get right into it. They're not as ferocious as people think. Like, if they're well fed and stuff, you can just put your hand in the in a piranha tank, and they just don't even nibble.
I think I saw something like that on a nature documentary.
Oh yes, I subscribed to Nat Geo. It's a good. Anyway, we have pictures of them, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'll do that and integrate myself back in. So did you dominate any of his people so that they can vouch for me?
I don't think any of them survived.
Well, no, in the actual, we should like in his actual organization.
No, I got you. It's just, can make a bit things easier. I just have to think of a good story on what happened here.
Well, Sam Smythe came here to meet with Sean about Sean taking a more active role in part of the circulatory system So if you leave here as Sam and there is dealings between you and Sean going forward in that situation, this makes sense that he was here.
I was talking about why he doesn't return with the people.
With his people,
I'll figure something out. I've done it before.
Sam
we could
figured out
stage-
that they were Democrats or something. I don't know.
we could always you know, spin it that they tried to like turn on him and we helped him
I
because
got
of
you.
Sean.
I got you. I got you. No need to overthink it.
You could
Um,
also tell people that you killed them yourself and make you seem stronger and less likely to be attacked. Someone you don't want to mess with.
So let me get to reshaping stuff. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back.
Alright.
It's easier with the mirror.
I imagine. Take your time.
Oh, I am. It hurts. I mean, have you ever tried to rearrange your flesh and bones?
No.
Oh,
I have not.
I never needed to.
Okay. And he goes to the bathroom. So, what do you do while he's waiting on that and all the other jazz?
well,
I
How
do
much
my
cleanup
best
is there here?
not to step in any goo.
Not too much. The O'Donovan's people done a pretty good job at it.
Well, we'll finish it up because I kind of like this garage. So
Mhm.
Ooh.
buddy. Can you
How are you
relax?
doing, Maureen?
I'm all right.
You
Okay.
need to pee.
Mari, did you get a little hungry?
Yes.
Just a tad peckish.
Well, it happens.
Mm.
Oop,
Don't
gotta
worry.
Pause, gotta pause the game real quick. It's
Uh-oh.
Elsa's time to use the bathroom. Hold on a second.
Look.
I run for the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And we're back.
Run back from the bathroom. I'm back.
Alright. Okay, so y'all standing around waiting for Val to return.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So after this, I think we need to figure out what Auntie Dearest is up to.
Lucy? Yeah.
You have a thing for that, right?
We were looking into a ritual. There was the blood, and we gave it to
Yeah.
somebody, right, to track her. And they were supposed to know, like, if it came up that there was
Yeah,
one.
wasn't it a Banu Hakim woman?
Man. there's a man.
Man. Sorry.
Yep.
I'm mixing them up with the sheriff.
Wajid. What? Yeah,
Mm.
that's how I spelled it. I don't know what it's.
If he gets a ping somewhere else in the world, that's her, because we know John and whatchamacallit Ebenezer are here. But if he
Yeah.
gets 3 pings nearby here, Auntie Lucy's close.
Mm-hmm.
And oh boy. So yes. She's gonna murder me if I ever call her that to her face.
I mean, for all we know, she might murder us on sight.
Potentially.
Though apparently she's maybe got it out more for my family than you.
Oh, I'm a
Mm.
nobody. It's fine.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You'll get
Oh,
there.
I'm not. I just yeah, I'm I know where that all lies. But she'd probably kill me for fun just because.
I don't know. I just. It still bothers me that I don't know why. And why Ebenezer and John were so scared of her that they let me think for all these years that it was John that did it.
Well, you know, John's always had a place in his heart for your family, and I'm sure he felt some responsibility that this happened, especially since it seems he had some sort of, he and Ebenezer were friends with your great 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 grandfather there that visited grandma. And well, you know, there was nothing they could do, as they probably were blindsided by what she did, so the best they could do was try to protect you from the emotion. Especially, you know, there was a lot happening then for you. Just, you know,
Yeah,
my
just-
thought.
Mm. I just can't get over this feeling that like there's just something else that we're not getting.
Oh,
I mean, it could
100%.
be, I guess, that she just finally cracked and went full Sabat and
Yeah, I don't know a lot about that whole side of things, so I mean, if there's something that sort of tickles inside that head of yours with all that information you carry as
So-
to like why.
the Sabat are, well, there's basically two different branches of the Sabat. There's the true Sabat, who say that their main purpose, the reason the Sabbat exists, is an opposition to the Camarilla, and they are there to their goal is to destroy the antediluvians, the mythical creatures that all of us are descended from. Because if not, they will eventually wake up and eat all of us.
Oh, fun.
Until several years ago, when that obviously became clear that yeah, these things exist. Everybody kind of thought that, oh, the antediluvians are they're just a myth, they're not real. And now it's coming to the light that they absolutely are. And I'm guessing part of the reason of what's going on with the beckoning is probably related to that and stuff with the antediluvians, the beckoning being that like mythical draw that pulls much elder vampires to the Middle East. And
Right.
I believe that's why the former prince Marco Wolf went into torpor to avoid it.
Hmm.
So most of the Sabbat are there. We haven't really seen much of them here at all. I think we had like a very small pack infiltrate the city a couple years ago, but they were here and gone. But then the other side of the spot, the ones that we encountered and the ones that you'd be more likely to find here rather than, you know, fighting their big crusade out in the middle of nowhere, are the ones that are basically just striking back against the man. And they believe that the masquerade is holding us back and that we are monsters. We should be monsters and act like monsters and treat humans like cattle. And they're not good people, obviously.
Ah, that's because they're not people.
I
Who's
assume that's
that?
Reveal.
Yeah, you see someone who looks very
Oh
close
God.
to
He
Smith.
walks out and like I hear his voice and I'm like, whatever, I turn around, see him and just physically recoil a little bit.
Oh,
It's that he's wearing his Nike jogging suit. He's like, probably should grab the clothes that were left.
Mm-hmm.
good idea.
But yeah, that's a quite oversimplification of the Black Hand. But hey,
I mean, if you have a better description, it's not like I really got a definition from the mouth.
well, how else would you get a definition? I guess reading.
Well, I mean,
Jilon is very
all I
good at
know
making
is
people look the right way, so he's going to try to help this guy finish off his illusion, like make sure the clothes are all right and everything like that.
As you're doing that, you see him shifting some of the flesh and stuff to fit the suit a bit better.
ew.
Yeah. I'm both like, yeah, and also like, ooh, ugh. It's like a car wreck. Can't look away.
That'll be good.
Oh my god, he just crushed. Oh, that was cracking sounds. I'm gonna go. I walk away.
But yeah, the Sword does yeah. They often see themselves as the good guys, so to speak.
Who
Gotta
doesn't?
get a southern accent going. Now, like they see themselves, see here, like they the good guys, you see. How's it working? See, it's a good to see.
It's a little bit much.
It's very good. He doesn't say see as much as far as I know, but
Look at here, look at here, son. Like we got to go get some of that biscuits and gravy, and then I give myself a nice sweet tea.
Maybe,
gumbo. We get some gumbo.
maybe just don't do the accent.
Bayou.
So nobody. Much?
Anyone acts like it's not right, just say, listen to what I'm saying, not how I'm saying it, and like, come back on them tenfold, and then they'll shut up and respect you.
Yeah.
You have to show who's boss. It's you. You're the boss.
Yeah. Yeah, see here now.
But if you have any other insight about this Abad, I only know what my sires told me, and even then it was very little.
Well, there's a very strong religious and bonding experience. A Sabbat pack is more than just a group of people just hanging out. They bond with each other physically and mentally, and that it is the strongest unit because you have each other's backs and know each other's.
And blood bond each other?
We call it the Vavaradim. It's a weird word, but yeah, it's a
Vivisecting?
no.
That's aliens, I think.
You can do it to anybody.
Yeah, it's a low-level blood bond between everyone. It's a very special ceremony that the priests do that creates a strong connection, which is why it's so each pack is so powerful and coordinated.
Interesting.
Yeah, basically we wanted to bring down and destroy not just individuals, but the whole system of corruption that they created and rise up as the individual vampires and groupings that we should always have been ruling the night as, Cain intended. Now,
Do we know that?
I mean, it's written in the Book of Nod.
And who wrote that?
Pain.
Supposedly.
Oh, so this is a religious book that's actually written by someone involved in it.
Yeah.
That's so different than the other kind.
Right?
I mean, hypothetically, a lot of religious books have parts that were written by people involved in it. Who would write it? Someone who's not involved in the religion?
Well, they should admit that what the source is. Rather than acting. I'm talking about the Bible.
Well, yeah, but they don't say that it was written by Jesus. They say it
A
was
lot
written
of
by
people
his
think that it was
disciples.
written by God. Most people seem to believe that it's directly from God and not written by people who heard stories 500 years later.
No, it's inspired by the word of
The
God.
book inspired by the story.
Yeah. Well, then you have ones like Paul who supposedly heard it straight from the bush's mouth, so to speak.
Supposedly.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
a lot of them say that too.
Wait a minute. Yeah, the Book of Nod, which is the true book that we should really care about, was written by Cain, and a lot of his sayings and stuff, as so to speak.
I only have an incomplete book.
No one has a complete book.
Yeah, no book's ever finished. Haven't you met a writer?
Well, it's because it's tens of thousands of years old in fragments, and certain groups like the Camarilla has done a wonderful job over the centuries of destroying as much of the original copies as they can when they find them. Because it holds the truth of vampire kind.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure it contradicts itself a couple times.
When you get old, sometimes you forget shit. Like, how many of us remember when you were like 12 and stuff? I mean,
Is that a long time ago for you?
I was 12 in about 1982.
It's not that long.
Oh, I'm only 50.
Wow.
All right, all right.
I'm not that old. Unlike some people in this group, looks at Mari.
Mari's literally the babyest.
What?
No, I think Cozy is.
Not by
Cozy ain't
behavior.
here.
Well, fine. Then I'm the baby.
I think Mari acts the most experienced and mature.
I always was under the impression you were like in your like even though you look young, that you're like what 90, 100 some years old.
No, I was turned like 5 years ago. I'm like 27.
Oh,
And you've done all, and look at all you've accomplished already.
I'm a freaking. Yeah, that's right.
I just you were so obsessed with books. I figured
Yeah.
you'd have to be old.
Yeah, well, I had a traumatic childhood. You have to hide in something.
I mean, you
Mine
know
was
there are
drugs.
I don't like drugs.
Oh, yeah. I grew up in.
I don't even drink alcohol.
Well, nowadays none of us.
Well,
really
alcohol
can.
is disgusting. Have you tried it?
Yeah, I used to drink all the
Ew.
time.
Well, that was disgusting. Gross. Tastes bad.
I mean, I did grow up in Soviet occupied lands, and we weren't exactly rich. So
The turnips and
Gross.
vodka. That's what I've heard.
I wish we had turnips. Yeah. What? Turnips are good compared to the fucking beets we ate all the time. Borscht this, borscht that, borscht. Oh,
I probably meant to say beets.
I got some good beets. Yo yo yo.
Don't call me. We'll call you.
But yeah, seriously, though, yeah, I mean the whole Middle East thing though is also horrible. I don't speak about that either.
Have you been there?
Yes. I don't speak about it.
No, I understand.
It's all shit that would turn you a different ethnicity and sexual orientation.
Okay. I was wondering where you were going with that.
Mm,
I was going to say some, but then I remembered you're marrying that thing, and I was like, oh, I don't know what you are anymore.
Getting into character?
Is it good?
Ghostbusters.
It's getting
That's-
better.
It's very accurate.
Yeah. I mean, I got to start working. It's called method acting. You would understand it if you were a man.
Nice. He's getting better. This is it's important to get this right now rather than
Yeah.
fumble
yes,
around
I'm
later.
disliking him more and more. So good job.
Yeah,
This is
Yeah.
called what is that called?
method acting. Yeah.
No, the practice before rehearsal.
Rehearsal. It's okay. It's okay. If you were straight, you'd understand it stronger. I know your gay brains don't really understand it.
Yeah, only straight people really know about stage productions and rehearsal and things.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just assuming you are a fashion designer, and have you ever met a straight one?
Mm-hmm.
So you think I got it out in the back, people?
Yeah, you're pretty good.
Yeah, you're nailing it.
I think I've insulted everyone but Sean.
Yeah, nope,
That's-
that tracks.
That's their way to do it.
Oh, hold on. Mari, I don't understand why you own a bookstore. Women can't read.
God damn it. It works. I want to punch him in the face.
That's why
I want to stab him.
Successful authors in history were women.
All right, just to make it fair, do me. I'm Canadian.
Ah, Canadian.
He's also
Ah.
blue collar.
Yeah. That's a tough one. What's your ancestry?
Half American, half French.
Ah, damn, you're not like German or Swedish or Slavic.
Not that I'm aware of.
Damn, you're like the whitest man.
Wow, that hurts.
Yeah. English, French, you're like stereotypical white. I love you. You are what is perfect in society.
Oof. Oof. I feel like that's the deepest cut coming from that face.
Yep, he's perfect.
Alright, let me go finish the infiltration. Yeah, we have the burner numbers. Alright.
Yep.
Yep.
I'm gonna go get some sweet tea.
All right. Have fun.
I won't.
Well,
All right.
He goes, and before he gets into his car, he's like, looks over at the cars that Sam's with him goes on. He's like,
Here's the point.
yes.
"Hmm."
That do that.
I'll take care.
Sean will take yes. I was going
I'll
to say
take care of
Sean.
your ride. I'll keep it safe.
It's my baby. I put lots of money in it.
I will never disrespect another man's car or another woman's car, another person's car.
I'll just
Women
judge
can't
it.
drive.
As he peels out.
He hits his own car as he peels out. Oops.
What a tool.
I'll buff that out. I'll buff that out.
2 nights later, going into the river. Oh no, it didn't buff out.
But this have happened.
What could have happened?
I'm so confused.
Well, you see, I went to go use the buffing compound, but it wasn't. It was just sand. And then I went to use the actual buffer, and it turned out it was just also a sander. So then I just had to throw out the whole thing.
So you say the buffer was just spinning uselessly?
No, it had no buffer. It was a sander.
Alright, so what's the group do?
I think we did it. We did it. We finished.
Alright. So
Game's
I mean,
over.
oh, sure. Okay, everybody.
Epilogue.
Alright, I say we can cut a couple nights forward if you want to, so you can get the stuff from the Banu Hakim.
Sounds like a smart idea.
Alright. So, we're gonna say it's 3 nights later. Rouse checks, everybody.
Oh boy.
Nope.
Too nice.
Fail.
This one.
You're
I was also saying those 2 nights between this you could have fed, so you'd be down to 1 hunger. So if you
Mhm.
fail, you'd be up to 2.
Ooh,
Success,
I always
failure, or
assume that.
success.
we're at 1 hunger besides you. Was it
Success
0?
is success, right?
I'm at 0.
6 is success.
Mhm.
Yeah,
What's a
1 through 5 is
success?
bad. 6 plus is good.
That's a fail.
Oh, you're at 1
I succeeded.
hunger.
I fail on my rouse check and then my blush of life, so I'm at 3 hunger.
Yeah, I guess I should do Blush of Life too.
It depends where we're
Success.
going. Might as well.
I'm still at 1.
Success for that. Nobody's better at putting on their face than Jilon.
Yeah, that sounds correct.
So where do you have Waji to meet you?
I guess we could do. You're gonna do the community center or kinetic?
Community center. Let's go old school.
No. Okay, we'll do that.
Alright. So you go, guess you allow him to come down to your chamber.
Yeah.
He's like, charming. It has a very modern look.
Well, it is kind of new, so yeah. So what did you learn?
Payment half up front, half
Oh.
on
I guess I would get a suitcase of money or something. I don't know how much it was.
blood. your
Oh shit,
blood.
that's right. Fuck, never mind.
I can get money easily.
Oh no, we went to what's her name for this? So we would have had this already, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We took her
I will
out.
get the case of blood, not money.
So, you asked me to cast a spell, a ritual, in order
Mm-hmm.
to track the descendants of the one whose blood you gave me, which would have been your grandsire.
Correct.
So, as I said, this spell would ping all of your grandsire's chowders too. And that
Oh,
we
so
would
to tell us where. Hmm. That'll answer the question of whether or not John and Ebenezer have sired any others.
yes. So I have a map of where they initially were here.
Okay.
So looking at it, there are 5 within the city.
Shit.
There's
She's here.
also 1 and the Quebec area, and another one that appears to be in Europe.
Okay. Can you get closer on the 5 that are in the city? Because she should
Grandma's been
obviously be in
busy.
the room.
Wait, oh.
Well,
Oops.
it's everyone descended from her, so it's pinging me and you as well. Which means it should be 4 in the city. Me, you, and our sires. But there's
Would it
5.
ping grandma too?
I don't think so, because it's her blood, descended of her.
Yeah.
Would
You
it?
sure about the 4?
No? No?
Well, that's
not.
why we're. Well, we know for
Ebenezer,
certain.
John,
Yeah.
Elizabeth,
Yeah. And
Sophia,
Sophia. Yeah.
Joseph.
Oh shit! I forgot about Joseph. Shit. Okay. All right. So it looks like she's in Quebec then.
1 there, 1 in the European city of Berlin.
Berlin.
Well, shit. Okay.
Let's go.
Ajax.
Yeah.
I mean, all evidence pointed toward she had gone to Canada.
Yeah.
That's likely her. But I mean, and I'd rather that be the case because I'm not really keen on going back to Europe with the whole French
Mhm.
prince thing.
Yeah.
You just avoid that country.
And then the other one in America.
Where was the other one here?
I didn't mention it, did I? No.
Mm-mm.
Okay. I was like,
Yeah,
starting
because it
to
was 5 here, 1 in Quebec, and 1 in
Europe and then
Europe.
one.
You said.
Yeah, there appears to be one in some city called, he looks down, Pittsburgh.
Wait a minute. Isn't that where you were operating out of, Sophia?
Home
No.
of the Iron Man.
No, I was up
Oh,
north.
Oh, okay. Sorry, you were New York, maybe?
Connecticut. I,
Oh, okay.
was close to the city, but I could also be in Boston, like New England.
Okay.
There's cities in Connecticut other than Boston. Anyway,
Boston's not in Connecticut.
that's how small Connecticut is.
Connecticut is small, but it's a good place to sort of set a base of operations.
Yes. So those are the things. I also present upon you this bloodstone that will help you navigate towards those you seek.
Lovely.
put it-
Thank you.
It is shaped like an arrow. You hold it in your hand, drop a piece of blood upon it, and it will point to the nearest source, so other than yourself, which unfortunately will probably point to her most of the time. You had to be a little distance away and stuff. But it's there.
Mm-hmm. I thank you.
I thank you for your payments. Here is the map. Bloodstone. Our business transaction has been done, unless there's something else that you wish for payment.
No, I think we're good.
Transition is done. We no longer need to speak with one another about anything. I will be leaving.
Okay.
He just gives a quick stare at Mari as he leaves.
I follow his stare.
Something going on between you two?
Ooh,
There's an
no.
elevator. Smells like Tremere in here.
Oh, that's fine.
Mhm.
Poor Callie. It was like I didn't know what I was getting into. I just wanted to
Listen.
play. I just wanted to play a witch.
Yeah, yeah, I
I didn't know
remember.
there was going to be all this historic bullshit about how the Tremere suck.
This isn't like D&D at all. There's actual like stigma and racism and whatnot.
There's at the beginning of the campaign, Kevin was like, "You sure? You want to play this?" And I was like, "No, I think I'm good." And he was like, "You want to play this?" And I was like, "No, it's fine." And now I regret it.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I think it's
No,
been
like-
great.
You prove the clan isn't everything.
No, I genuinely 100% could not picture Mari as any other clan. She is perfect as a Tremere. Okay, that's a lie. She would make a very good Ventrue. But aside from that, no, she's a perfect
You know
for a
who else
Tremere.
would make a very good Ventrue?
Shut up.
Don't even say it.
Colin.
No.
No.
This motherfucker, the other day on a walk, we were talking about like who would be the best suited to take over the circulatory system. And I was trying to come up with an idea of like, would it make sense? Would it be better if it was a kindred or a ghoul? And he's like, ghoul, Colin. And I'm like, absolutely fucking not. He would fuck up before he
I'll
made it
eat
out of the
him
door.
first.
He got promoted at work. So,
I'd
By
still
you.
eat him first.
One of us promoted him.
To assistant manager.
Wait, no, that's not him. I was thinking of the other guy. Tim or something?
yeah,
Tommy?
Tommy.
Tommy.
So,
Tommy's great.
He's
You know-
better than us.
have that information.
All right, what's the plan, Liz? What do we do? Quebec trip?
Yes, way back trip sounds great.
I mean, because every time we travel or any of us travel, it's always turns
It always
out well.
goes well.
It
Mhm.
does.
I don't know. The first France trip went pretty all right. It was the second one that went to hell.
It's only because everybody loves Jilon and wanted to keep him.
The
They
first
don't
one was the
understand.
off-screen one that we did.
Oh, I was thinking of that about the time where we were traveling back from the Italy, and we were
Oh
there
yeah, that
for
one
like
sucked too.
a moment.
Yeah.
But we
Hmm.
didn't get time to enjoy it. But we didn't
Well-
even leave the airport.
Now that I think about it, literally every single time that Liz has traveled in the past several years, it went poorly. Because the last time she went to Europe as a human, she came back as a kindred.
True.
I did. He's just an asshole. I don't know what he wants.
So, what are the plans now that you have that information?
Well, we
Guess we're
can
going to Quebec.
we can fly there in around 4 hours.
You also know that apparently you have a relation in Pittsburgh, which is not far away.
That's true.
That's true. Do we want to clear the Pittsburgh relation and then worry about going to Canada? Does
I kinda
anyone
like that.
have any travel issues? Well, if we take a private plane, it probably isn't a big deal.
Yeah, and you have somebody who speaks Canadian, so you're good there.
Well, we also have some people who speak French.
You're not going to France, so
That might be helpful too.
What do they speak in Quebec?
I don't know.
Quebecois,
Quebecois.
bad French.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's
I'm not from there.
So, what has the group decided? Split up, stay as a group, tell the GM Storyteller. Speak to me.
Well, I'm definitely going with Liz to investigate any
we
of
do
this.
have to figure out though that if we're going to Pittsburgh together, how do we keep the stone from pinging off each other?
We send Marian first, and she finds the location, and then we follow.
I could
What? You're
probably-
very talented.
Yeah, I got a thing.
What? You have a thing?
Where's my thing? Oh, it's over there.
What?
Do you have plans already?
What? What are you talking about?
Can't road trip?
So I could do it. No, I got the clairvoyance, I think it is.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is
See,
that the
very
citywide
talented.
one?
So what?
Is that the citywide one?
I think it's like it depends on what I roll. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better the roll, the better you do. Because last time she tried, she what's
Yeah.
Loved it.
Fucked up.
yeah.
Maybe the dice are rolling better this time.
What's the
today.
thing that
Maybe.
shows you the future? Could you use that?
Premonition.
Is that a cozy thing?
No, I have premonition as well.
Yeah, but
Uh,
premonition is a lot more like vague.
I have summon. I don't know if that would help. I have spirits touch, clairvoyance, telepathy, summon. Is presence, not aspects, and then like incorporeal passage in blood sorcery and ritual stuff, and then a bunch of other things that I thought that I would have needed for Miliamato and then didn't. So
Mhm.
City block sized.
It seems like you have a lot of things I've never heard of you using before.
Mhm.
no, I kept a lot of things quiet after I killed my father.
You what?
Thought we
Have
knew
you met
this.
the ashtray?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
My father, the ashtray.
I forgot that because I didn't need to know it.
What?
Just like Sherlock, I've been told.
Hmm.
Your mind can only hold so many things.
It's true.
It's like a bucket. You put stuff in and
Yeah.
sometimes
So-
it spills out.
So where do you go first?
I guess we're going to it was Pittsburgh, right?
Pittsburgh.
It's 4 hours away.
4 hours away, unless Sean's driving.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's 6 hours away because it keeps getting pulled over.
Oh,
Like a
please.
train,
gonna
we could
say.
take a private train. Is that a thing?
I think
I
trains.
mean, it's not that far away. We could just drive.
Yeah, I think driving's fine.
All right.
Whose car are you taking?
I
I
mean,
feel
we
like
could.
I'm the only one who's got a vehicle big enough. Unless
Oh,
Let's
you
get
sorry.
like an
No.
armored SUV or something.
Harry, relax, bro. Here, you thirsty? You want more water?
I can always find a bus.
So you're taking the armored SUV, which or
I mean,
Charger.
if we have something like that, but I think we were just gonna take mine because I don't
Okay.
know
Alright, so
how
you
long
take,
it'll take us to get something like that.
alright, so you take your SUV.
Mhm.
About
Road trip. Should we bring Colin for snacks?
No.
Oh, boo.
so about 4-ish hours later, give or take some, depending on, travel speeds and traffic and all that jazz. Arrive in the lovely city of Pittsburgh. All those native to Baltimore feel a instant hatred for some reason.
It's
Um,
gross. It's all grays and smoggy.
see
I
all
think.
that black and yellow and stuff. Just for those who aren't aware, Baltimore and Pittsburgh have a football rivalry for some reason.
Hmm.
Yeah, they have the Steelers. Pursue Steelers for whatever reason historically.
I think it's because they're so close. It's just city
Sportsmen
animal.
don't need a reason to be rivals, or a limit to how many rivals they have, in my experience.
So,
So when we get here, I guess let's find a hotel or some such where we can pull up.
yeah, there's plenty of hotels. You stay at a high end one, low end, medium end.
Oh, high end. Come on now.
Yeah.
There's no
High
other.
end with the automatic shades.
Mhm.
Just in case, so Liz is definitely bringing like blackout curtains and heavy duty tape and shit. The dog is whining so fucking much.
Mhm.
So you're in the hotel. What is the plan, gang?
Mom? Um,
You're in New Vampire City.
I guess
Oh,
we
shouldn't
could
we
test
like
it out.
let someone know? Do we have to do that? Like, hey, hi, we're visiting. No,
Oh
don't be
shit, yeah, we
upset.
do need to do that.
Is that only if we stay here more than like a day?
Yeah, like if we're just passing through, sure, but we are like doing shit. We're gonna be looking for somebody, so we should.
Who's in charge here?
Do I know who that would be, Kevin? I do have 3 in politics and a speciality in Camarilla.
Maybe give me a second. I am
Mhm.
currently looking that up.
I also have a 3 in politics.
I have
Ooh.
a 3 in status among kindred. That doesn't mean
Ooh.
anything here.
I mean, it might.
It might maybe you've done some work for
In Pittsburgh,
well
no, fashion doesn't go to Pittsburgh.
you're here,
Controversies
so
exist
that's not
everywhere, my
true.
man.
I'm like
If-
oil on top of water. It's like there's a depth there I don't want to go envelop myself with.
You've now arrived in Pittsburgh, so fashion does come to Pittsburgh.
Only if I engage with it.
It's only
The dog
fashion
wants to
Jilon
play
says so.
so fucking
Yeah.
bad.
Mhm.
Then the eye of the beholder, and I'm the only
Um,
beholder here.
Let us take a few seconds break
Okay.
to do a few things. We'll be right back. All right, we're back. Roll your knowledge kindred stuff. Katrina.
Okay. Let's see. Does Camarilla politics apply? I assume yes.
Yes, this is Cami City.
Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so it's that in intelligence. Would you say? Does that make sense?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Okay, let's hope the click clack rocks don't wake the baby. Okay, I'm gonna roll these in 2 different hands because that. Are you fucking kidding me? Mm. Fuck it. I'm gonna re-roll some dice. There we
Nice.
go. That's more like it.
Going to skill you're good at.
Wow. Fuck you. 5 successes. When I first rolled that, I got 5 dice with a 2 or lower.
So, you are aware that the Prince of Pittsburgh is, her name is Amelia Maddox. She is also known as the Smiling Queen, Nosferatu.
Oh, okay. I'm intrigued.
Same.
I guess I'm heading to.
You know that she holds court in a very old, abandoned, cathedral.
All right. Let's head there then.
Go there, you see all the different sigils and stuff of that kindred use to identify things. You enter in and As you do a few moments later, you see a suave young man approach you. He's like, "Oh, we're closed. Don't know if you saw the sign."
Yeah, we're here to meet with somebody. The Smiling Queen.
Very bold of you to say such names out loud, but follow me, outsider.
Oh my.
Why is your friend walking away? Why are you walking away? Why?
Did you check in the oven?
You got
He's
a phone
cooking
call.
something up.
So, the gentleman leads you to a back little antechamber, and you see a individual wearing long robes kind of thing, kind of like priestly vestments, but
Mm.
and he's just over top of what appears to be a couple books and looks up, and you, as this person looks at you, you can understand why they have their epitaph. Basically all the skin is just like pulled back or just like so thin that it looks like you're basically looking at a skull and just a big old like Glasgow kind of smile on her face.
Nice.
It's like, may I help you? You're disturbing my studies.
I apologize. We found ourselves in the city and thought it was only right to let you know that we were here.
Ah, you're kindred outsiders. Where are you from?
Baltimore.
Oh,
We won't
uh,
be long. We're looking for an individual, and once we find them, we'll be gone.
do you know with whom you seek?
Ventrue of our bloodline.
That doesn't really help me much.
I don't know. I just know that it's somebody of the blood. I don't know which one.
Oh, it's that fellow behind you, the pretty one. Tell him to come forward.
I
Move
shorten the
Jilon
dog away.
forward.
Sean, is it Sean?
No, sir, it is not.
She's like,
I'll move forward slowly, but keep my distance because
oh.
my clan bane.
Oh,
I'm being polite.
Is your name by chance Jilon?
Who told you that name?
Wow, fashion has made it
Yeah.
to.
She reaches down and pulls out a fashion magazine. I have read about you.
My goodness.
All pretty things, I hope.
Yes. Do you do commissions?
What what do you have in mind? What medium?
Clothing.
I could consider it. I haven't done it before, but
I thought you designed fashion of clothing.
I haven't done commissions.
Oh,
But I am thinking of changing my outlook and my, opening myself to new things.
that's one thing because I see some of the stuff in the magazine and it's wonderful. And I have a meeting with some people in a couple months, and I was wondering if you could design something fashionable that radiates power and strength.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I have full confidence that I can do so.
Nice.
And Jilon will eye her enough to get all of her measurements, which he can do easily,
I will
and
send you
say,
my. It's like I'll send you my measurements. So
got
that
him up here.
yes.
But we should
So,
discuss the type of people you're meeting with, the type of meeting it is, what sort of things you like.
She very just like does the whole blink and she's across the room at you, handing you a business card. This will have contact information for me. We would discuss this at a later date, as I believe your friends are busy and frankly, you're from Baltimore's, and I don't want you staying here to spread your democracy longer than you have to.
I think
That's
we're all
fair.
on the same page.
Uh, do you know about how long you plan on staying in my city?
Definitely no longer than a week.
The my man here, Smithy, And the guy's just like, he will give you tell you what areas are free to feed at.
That
Just
would be
feed from the
appreciated.
public areas and you will be fine. Anything
Thank you.
outside of those, and you'll be guilty. We have the standard rules of most Camarilla cities. In addition, we have a few small oddities, but I don't believe you will really have to worry about those as you're just visiting. As long as you feed in the specific areas, you're good.
Can I ask what the oddities are, just out of scientific curiosity?
We are very prideful of our teams here.
Okay.
We really like sports.
This
Ah.
is the town with that big bell, right?
Go Steelers.
That's Philadelphia.
Okay.
The other Pennsylvania place.
I know a few things of a few places.
There's also a few rituals and magics and stuff that are forbidden, but unless one of you is planning on doing tons of blood sorcery.
I don't know it, so not
That's good to
me.
know.
Mm-mm.
We had a falling out with our Tremere a couple months ago.
Mm.
You know, that's not a surprise.
As one of their regents tried a coup against me.
Oof.
We never know when to quit.
Noted.
Anyway, have fun in the city, and like I said,
Thank you.
Miles here will give you the areas you can feed from.
Did she just give him a different name than she did initially?
Yes.
Called him Smithy, right?
Yeah. And now it's Miles.
Smile Smithy.
As you walk away, the gentleman's like, the mistress has had many attendants. She can't keep track of all of our
Oh
names.
God, are you her? He's this guy. This woman's Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who's Oscar?
That's a very specific joke that Kevin would get.
All right, cool. Inside joke.
It's someone's grandfather had a fish he named Oscar. Every time he got a new fish, he just called it Oscar.
But because my parents weren't the one that got the fish, it was one of my aunts. I just thought it was the same goldfish for the entire 11 years that I knew my grandfather.
I
And it
understand.
wasn't until I was an adult that I mentioned the fish, and mom's like, you know, that wasn't the same fish, right? And I'm like, it what? She's like, yeah, the reason the fish forgot how to read overnight was because it died, and we bought another one, and the other one didn't know to look at your cards.
She's told the guards up to the bowl apparently, and the fish would look as if it was reading it. Obviously, the fish couldn't actually read, but
Yeah.
Maybe it did. Who knows?
I
No,
just thought
fish
he
were-
just bumped his head on the tank and got dumb one day because he forgot how to do it suddenly.
Either way,
Yeah.
he's like, yeah, she goes through many, and she has trouble over the centuries remembering specific names.
Understandable.
The name is Charles.
Nice to meet you. I am Elizabeth.
Yes. He pulls out a phone. If you look at the map here of Pittsburgh, this little zone that I've highlighted, that is where you can feed from. It's a lot of the busier, more popular touristy areas.
Okay.
That way you're not going on any of the kindred toes.
Understandable.
Now, you said you wanted a Ventrue in the city. We have 3.
Okay. Can you
We
tell
used-
me anything about them?
I don't know much, but the domains are here, here, and here.
All right. I will take note of that.
I'm not being friendly and helpful because it's altruistic of me, but it gets you out of the city fast.
Completely understand. We would like to be out of here as soon as possible as well.
Not that I have anything specifically against you, but
I understand the desire to get tourists out of town as soon as possible.
if you plan on staying longer, you'll let us know.
Hopefully we'll be done in a night or two. No more.
Alright.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, Ed.
Have good nights.
His name's Charles.
Doesn't
You as well?
know.
It's like, ah,
All right. So looking at the map, based on these 3 havens, can we get like a good centralized location in between all 3?
I mean, technically, if there's 3 of anything, you can
Well, that's
get
true,
a
yeah.
triangulation point. That's the
What's
whole
the
point.
favorite type of
Valid.
thing that your clan likes? Maybe that's the one closest to a certain type of thing.
That's the thing, the Ventrue can be kind of anything.
Hmm.
Like, there are Ventrue that are obviously like real estate moguls, and
Yeah, but this is someone from your family, and your family is pretty consistent in some ways, right?
that's the
Can-
thing. I don't necessarily know who it was that embraced them. It could have been somebody else that Grandmama embraced, somebody else that it could be somebody Lucy embraced. I don't know who the hell she would pick.
Can Mari
Pick the one at the
pinpoint?
highest elevation.
That's what I was thinking. If we go into the middle of them and Mara, you do your like thing that can sense out in the city.
Yeah, I could do that.
Hmm.
Push my glasses up.
Big question though.
Thank you.
Is that Tremere stuff or is that just general aspect stuff?
It's general aspect stuff.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That said, if you ever find out what happened here, I'm so fucking curious.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do. I will not do any of the Tremere stuff. Hopefully,
They didn't say it. They just said don't do a lot.
what they said. Basically, that means don't do any blood sorcery. So
You know, you can do a little
I probably
as a
shouldn't.
treat.
No. But I could do just general aspect stuff, which is fine.
Mm.
So
All right. Yeah, so I guess we head to that part of the city and see if we can find a semi-secluded place to have her do the ritual, or she can just sit in the back of the SUV and do it, maybe.
Hmm.
What all do you need for that? You need like a
it says costs 1 rouse check.
oh, that's
Mhm.
right. This isn't Tremere magic, so you don't need like a silver bowl and a skull full of blood or any of that nonsense.
No. Sometimes I don't
Sorry.
need that for the Tremere stuff either. Sometimes I just need a mirror and I just need to cut my hand and then drip some blood into it.
She cut my life into pieces.
God damn it.
That's the last resort.
Yeah.
So okay. All right, should I do it now? It's
Sure, if that's what you want to do.
Remember, you could do a blood surge to get some extra dice. That's the one where you do a rouse check to see if you get hungrier, and you can just add 2 extra dice to your pool.
I need to do a rouse check anyway. Alright, well I got 2 hunger now. Can you go back so I can tell how much intelligence I have?
Not that you were looking at.
No.
We were just looking at the screen to look at the screen. We were like, oh yeah, look, there's Mari's name. So nice.
I could try another.
For what?
Then I would have 3 hunger to add more dice.
Oh yeah.
All
I
right.
assume we probably brought a couple of blood bags and a cooler just in case shit hit the fan before we got here.
She's taking up both hands now.
Your 2 hands full. Go lay down.
Teach the cat to roll dice.
Oh, that'd be nice. Well, they can. They can roll dice. They're just
Yeah,
butt
then just steal them.
Yeah. Well, how much dice do I? Do I
If you do a
add?
blood surge, you get 2 extra dice. Are
Okay.
you still of blood potency 2?
Yes, I think so.
Then yeah, 2 extra dice.
Okay. That's a lot
I'm
of-
assuming so because I think it's like 30 XP or something to go up to blood potency
Did you
3.
succeed on it?
the rouse. If I don't succeed on the rouse check, do I get?
You still get the extra dice, but that just determines your hunger goes up.
I have 2 more hunger right now.
So I do
forgot.
think
you do
the
Oh yeah, you're
the
right.
hunger dice, like your hunger goes up, but you don't add that to your roll until after this. So like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's one of those things of like where if you get hungry, you can't accidentally frenzy just because you did all this stuff to try and improve your roll.
Oh, neighbors fired again.
What? Oh, she's doing a fire again?
Yeah, the neighbors
They-
fired again.
Mhm.
I thought you said the neighbor's on fire again. I was like, when was she on the fire the first time? Oh.
I guess I should look up what spell does.
Might be helpful, yeah.
It's clairvoyance.
Yeah, it's 5th level specs.
Ooh.
Okay. Well, alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 successes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fail. Alright, so while you have this activated, you can essentially ask me a question that I can attempt to answer about this block that you're in. And it says questions about the comings and goings in the area, what people have seen and heard, topics of local gossip, recent major shocks or impressions, and so forth.
Is that on as well as just like surveying the whole area or just one question?
The vampire can also clairvoyantly monitor events in progress, though this requires them to remain in the area for as long as the effect is active.
Okay.
So basically, ask that question. You can also stay in the area and just kind of gather information.
Mm. Mm.
Are you doing this in the middle or doing this in those specific areas? Because didn't it say it was only a block wide?
Roughly a city block.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe we should do it on one of the specific areas.
Okay.
Alright.
City block size. Area.
Yeah, so what do each of these locations look like? Is there any one of them that's like,
Ugh.
we don't know anything about the city. I kind of just say we pick one at random.
Okay. So I was having you roll a d10 or a d3 version of something to see which of the three.
Yeah.
Ventrue, that's a
I got a 1.
one. Alright. Yeah, the Ventrue's domain is a block that consists of a lot of tech stuff.
Okay.
Mhm. So you arrive in the area of the domain. You weren't given a precise location because typically havens are unknown, and
Yeah.
not everyone whose haven is also where they just hang out too.
Yeah.
Weird for people to hang out at their haven all the time.
Unless they have the coolest new video game system.
Which box 370?
Yeah. I think she's just inner feels.
Mm-hmm. Balance.
Right. Okay, so we get one question, or is it like a number of questions?
It's margin of error, so basically one question.
You needed 7 successes?
Yeah, location, that's city block in the city you never enter. Yeah.
Mhm.
Clairvoyance is not easy. Now, if it's like your own haven or the block you're used to and stuff like that, it's far easier. So
Mhm.
the difficulty ranges from like 3 to 7.
Okay.
Uh,
Alright, let's brainstorm what we want to ask specifically.
if I do continue to like focus on something, would I still be able to focus on it even if I wasn't in the block anymore?
No, you have to maintain there. Basically, you are kind of a almost like a trance kind of thing where you're seeing everything going on around you.
Okay, so the second I move out of the block, then it's gone. Even if somebody was like carrying me.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
We can't put her on the roof of the SUV and drive around.
No, that would be
She
cool.
can't be. Yeah, she's not Grandma Crampet or Cramp. Yeah.
Clamp it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so
Yeah. So Mari, basically what you're seeing is just people coming and going. You hear voices around this whole block. It's very surreal because it's almost like you're so many places at once. It's quite fascinating. This must be a small version of what Arthur uses all the time.
Oh,
Wow.
man. Wish you were my dad. No, I'm joking.
I was gonna say, I don't know that you do. I really don't think you do.
It's probably worse than the one that I already had. Okay. Well, does anybody have any questions?
Okay, so we're looking for a specific Ventrue, but I don't know that it could exactly tell us like where the nearest Ventrue, where the Ventrue in this area is. Um,
Dude, you just ask it, where do we go?
I'm not sure the spell knows
Now,
because it's not a spell.
yes. So clairvoyance. Think about the kind of questions you'd ask me is what. It's like a really good perception check in D&D where you're seeing a whole block going on at once. So you
Okay.
can't know anything hidden or secretive that people wouldn't be automatically doing. So, like, what is the secret that the prince and the sheriff are saying to each other now? You'd be able to overhear that conversation, but you can't be like, what is the prince thinking right now? Unless he's speaking out loud, you would never know.
Okay, but could I ask like where the last Ventrue feeding was?
That would you could if you knew who the Ventrue was. So you're seeing all you're seeing everyone in the city. You don't know what they look like.
Okay. So even if I did see somebody who was like a
No.
vampire, I could not say that's a Ventrue. So
Yeah.
there's like no like knowledge without like if I don't know it, like if I don't know that that's like the mayor, then the clairvoyance also does not know that that's the mayor.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You would
but we
just
could
say
potentially
random person.
we could
Okay.
potentially see the last Ventrue or the last kindred that fed in this area because presumably if you're
Things clairvoyance is the here and now. It's not the
Oh.
past. So you can't say last person. You can be like, do I see or is there a
do I
vampire
see anybody?
feeding now?
Yeah, that
That you'd see. If you knew what a person looked like, you'd be like, where is this person now? So yeah, so that's the thing. It's you kind of need to know some information before you can find information.
okay, I guess we could try to okay, so my thought would be the best one would be is there any kindred feeding right now? Anybody else got any ideas of 'cause we also don't know where their haven specifically is, but I don't know how we would
Well, what are certain things that kindred would have at havens, or what kindred would possess, or stuff that you would know?
okay. Would we be able to like be specific enough to be like an area in this space that have all the windows blocked up or
That's something that you could see because it's you
Yeah.
basically seeing it. So you could say, is there a room without is like a bed in a room without windows, or is there a place that's protected from the sun totally, and things like that? Because you visually could see it, and that
Okay.
you could be like, who looks like they have shit under their nose? That could be a Ventrue. Actually, no, they're all hot, Tommy. So things like that.
I think that one sounds like a good bet.
Yeah, think of yourself as doing no clip mode in a video game where you're just moving your avatar around this entire block, and what you can see in that first person kind of thing is what you're seeing and stuff or hearing going on.
Revealing the Roll20 map.
You could be like, "Do I hear the word kindred?"
Ooh.
If I did say like, can I see what houses in this area have like a completely blacked out room? Would they be able to give me like a number?
It wouldn't quite be a number. Instead, you would know which houses it is. So
Yeah,
you,
like you would
Okay.
see it.
yeah, clairvoyance isn't gonna be like, "Here are three." It's
Well,
this.
yeah.
This.
Yeah. Would that be better to go house by house or just ask like who has said the word kindred recently?
There are different options there. But remember, this is a electronics business district. It's not not a
Yeah,
ton of
so it
residential.
wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't be a house necessarily. We're looking for like a room because
Okay.
it might be like a basement somewhere. So I would just say for now, let's do the see if you can find a room with a bed that has no windows. And then if you can maintain it, maybe we can ask some other questions.
Could you ask which place smells the most like death or blood?
That would
Yeah, that
be
would.
valid too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna ask that. What place smells like death and blood the most?
Sean's pants.
Whoa!
Hey,
What you got in there?
fish,
You just
fish.
He's got a bunch of extra blood bags in his pants.
It
You
makes
wash
him look
your
bigger.
pants?
I'm trying to cover for him.
Why would you wash
I have never washed my pants.
You don't have to wash jeans. That's the beauty of jeans.
These are
Wash your jeans.
these were light colored jeans when I bought them, and now they are permanently dark colored.
It's like how the Statue of Liberty has gained more
Exactly.
surface
That is
over
different.
time.
And nobody complains about the Statue of Liberty being green.
In fact, they cheer for it
That's
when she
disgusting.
was walking it around in Ghostbusters too.
I wash my jeans occasionally. This is Reese, not Sean.
Hang on.
I'm
Wait.
aware. I wash your jeans.
Yeah, you're the only one that will. 'Cause I won't.
Hey, they're good until they can walk to home by themselves.
Yeah.
Huh?
Although I did just use a Tide stick on it because I dropped like
Yeah.
barbecue sauce or something, and then that is a light spot in the middle of my jeans.
We washed the jeans after that.
No.
Oh, I didn't think we did.
Yeah. So you're sensing for rooms that smell and of blood and everything. And there are 3 places within this block that you have a very strong whiff of that metallic, tasty blood smell.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go there.
What are those places? Well, maybe we should like get an idea of what they look like because if we go there, then you'll lose the spell, right?
It's all within the block, but the thing is, what you kind of need to break the spell in order for Mari to really interact with anything. She's just getting the information now. That's why it's like you either just stay there passively getting everything, or you
Yeah.
actively see someone, and then you kind of break out of it so that you can be like, here's the information, let's go. Because you're in a trance essentially.
Okay. Should I stay in the trance and try to get another question in, or
You get one question.
Oh,
okay.
even if I still concentrate, I don't get another question.
Right. Saying concentration just means you're passive and I tell you stuff that's going on.
Okay.
When you're active, you ask the one question and kind of break the trance so that you can tell people about it.
Okay. I'll bake the trance.
Yeah. Transformer. Alright. So roll a D3 to see which of the rooms you go to.
You got a D3?
Look at D3.
Could do a D10, I can go with 10.
Well, we have a D3 dice.
All right.
We have a dice.
Forget, is this flip open?
A dice 3.
It flips open.
Dice.
Here we go. Here's your.
For me?
Oh, the D4 wants to play, but no. Here's your D3. Show the king.
Yep, that's a D3.
3.
Thanks, Curiosity Box.
I got a tree.
Wow, we got a tree.
Got a tree. Ooh, oak, emerald.
Mahogany.
Yew tree.
So the room you head towards is in a tall building. Looks like it's an office building with multiple things going on, and it's on like the 18th floor. It's like a 30-floor building. I'm sure they get that big in Pittsburgh. At least they do in my world. What a darkness. I don't have to be accurate. So you're muted, by the way.
Oh, it's 1.
It's good.
So you try to hit up there, or Katrina says she wants to have an overly complex plan before you move up.
We don't know anyone who can sell C4 in the city.
No.
Well, let's just go in.
Ostensibly, we are trying to find someone who Liz is related to and would therefore likely be at least neutral or positive towards.
Oh man, the question should have been: is there anyone who smells like Liz in this area?
Liz.
Hmm?
Liz.
We don't know that they're
Liz.
gonna be somebody
Yeah.
related to
Oh,
me.
Liz. Yeah.
It's not somebody related to me. It's somebody related to Grandmama, and I don't
That's-
know how diluted the blood is gonna be by that point.
That's sort of how being related works. Sharing a predecessor.
Also, you can't smell other vampires like that without
Yeah.
blood. Yeah.
It's based on stuff that we can see with our plain old eyeballs. That ain't gonna work. Yeah, so the thing I was wondering is, we roll up on this person's haven.
He's a
How do we keep them from just shooting us on sight?
You don't know it's a haven.
Right.
Oh, that's fair, yeah.
I just described a
Oh, that's fair. Sure,
business
sure, sure. Yeah,
office
yeah, yeah.
building.
Okay.
Well, we just knock and smile real big.
You
And
go up.
if they don't want to play, then we knock a little harder.
All right. I'm gonna go get her a teething ring. It's the only thing I can think of at this point.
It's good. Get a gift.
Yeah.
Come here, Leilani.
Very polite.
Vampires love teething rings.
Bite me.
Especially those
Thank you.
those weirdos from Blade that like to rave.
So you go up the elevator, Katrina can still use. And as the elevator doors open, you see a desk with a secretary, a sign that says Typhoon Industries. There's cover doors. You hear, looks like it's a office building with people working in it. And it's late at night, so you know that what kind of office it is.
Regular one with terrible hours.
Yep.
Secretary's like, oh, can I help you? You here to see someone?
We are here to see someone.
Because I don't think we have any interviews scheduled. We normally do those in the daytime.
No, we're here to see someone who's usually here at night. But
Quite a few people at night.
we're not exactly sure the specific person.
I don't think we can help you. I think you probably need to leave because you're sounding a bit suspicious, to be honest. Coming to see no one in particular.
Understand, yes. It's well, we got some vague information on a person that we're looking for, but we don't. We just have a question for them, but it's my friend Elizabeth will be here in a moment. She's a little more informed on this.
Well,
She
unless
had
you
to
have,
get in the next elevator.
I don't really think we can help you if you don't like have a name and stuff. We really just don't let people off the street in.
No, that's fair.
Does she have something on her desk, like a pen that people probably borrow a lot?
I mean, she does have a thing of pens, yeah.
Can I just can I borrow a pen? And then I just like reach over to the pens and I touch it. Can I do a spirit's touch? I believe that's the one that allows me to see other people who have touched it in the past.
The object or ground at the location, or the ground at a location.
Yeah, emotional thing. Handle the object or visit the location in the past usually gains insight into not only the person but also what was done and under what circumstances. You probably would want to do it on something other than the pen.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Well,
I
it's
was,
at the floor, right? Can you lean down as if you were tying your shoe into it?
Oops, dropped the
To
pen.
the floor?
oops, dropped a pen. I knocked over. I touched the pen.
Also, does this help you figure out who's a vampire?
Well, I did
Because how do you find somebody you don't know what they look like especially without breaking the masquerade?
So, Scry the Soul or Spirit's Touch, it's one that I think our group has struggled with. It's psychometry or whatever. You're sensing the emotional history and stuff of the area. So it's good for investigative. It doesn't give you things. You're not like, who is the vampire name and stuff. Instead, you can get the floor and you're like, oh my God, there's lots of pain and death and agony here. It's focused in this area here. So you could be like, this area here, a fuck ton of people were tortured and killed over centuries. Or it's like the person who owned this sword was full of happiness and joyful, joyness and stuff, and get like vague imagery of that person and stuff. It doesn't just be like, and the vampire is named Margaret and she sits at this desk.
No, I wasn't.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that. I was hoping for anything, honestly, just so that she didn't throw us out. But Liz is back, so hopefully she can figure it out. I go to knock over a pen and be like, "Oh, I dropped it. Oh, hi, Liz. Thanks." It's a backup if we need it, I guess.
You're muted, Brujah.
This is why I wanted a plan, guys. Do we see like a business name anywhere on this?
Yeah, we
place,
did.
Kevin?
Typhoon. Typhoon Industries or something like that.
Why not? I'm going to, before we walk in, I'm gonna try all because we could maybe use some additional assistance in this area. It is free. And I can add my presence rating to any test involving charisma, persuasion, or performance.
Oh.
Okay, what do you want, babe? Oh, okay, you can have the phone. Goodness. And I'm gonna come in. I apologize. My associates here are not super familiar with the area. I recall speaking to some of the execs here at Typhoon Industries at a conference that I went to recently, and I got the business card that had just like the name on here, and I saw the address, and I wanted to stop in and say hi, but I'm terrible with names. I can't recall the name. I believe they were like the CEO of Typhoon. So I'm just trying to throw shit at the wall and see if I can get at this moment to not at least throw us out.
Do you have a name to give the CEO? Are they expecting you?
This is something we could have looked up online before we came inside.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like
If we had a fucking plan.
But don't look at me. I can't even read.
Give your grandma's name.
any research is going to have to be on your head.
That's a good idea. Yeah, the grandma's name.
Yeah, I would say Grandmama's name.
Elizabeth.
Shit.
What's your name? Elizabeth.
Wait, what's her last name?
He doesn't fucking have one
No.
because that's how old this bitch is.
No.
Like, Grandma,
Uh,
what last name did you pick? I picked Caldwell.
It was of Collenberg, right?
Collenberg.
Yeah, so I would just do Elizabeth Collenberg.
Right. She picks up the phone. She's like, I'm waiting for the call on the computer. You're like, that's solid here.
Mm-hmm.
You know how it was between them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's
Not
speaking
playing
like,
Gallagher.
it's like they used to have a pinball machine game, but they took that off. That was a fantastic game.
Tragedy.
Yeah.
I like that thing.
I just realized Luke has was caiman alligator.
Yeah, a little alligator. The picture was higher quality when it was on my phone.
Huh.
It became disgusting when I shrunk it.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, it's like as if I was like, "Hello, Miss Elizabeth of Collenberg is." The CEO said you can go back.
Thank you so much.
Only you.
Okay.
The
I'll
others,
keep the car running.
the others can sit on the. There's a bench here. Would you like tea? Coffee? Water?
You got banana nut muffins?
No, the only kind of snacks we have is biscottis.
Hmm.
Here's to go with coffee.
You want a biscotti? You want a blueberry?
Do you have any extremely special snacks, if you know what I mean? Something for very unique clients that usually come outside of regular
Dude,
hours.
I don't think.
Green tea?
Hmm.
No, thank
I-
you. That's high end, but no, thank you.
Alright. So as
Worth a question.
as you open the door, a security person takes you back to an office. See, big old oak door.
Because I am about to walk into a room with a Ventrue, I am going to turn all off before I walk in, because that is very taboo. We don't use that shit on each other.
You walk in, you see a woman sitting behind a desk. It's like, I expected you to be older.
Is the security guy still standing there?
Now he closes the door and hits you in the room.
I
You're supposed to be like in your 80s or something like that.
There may have been a slight fib. My name is actually Elizabeth, but I am a child of distant bloodline from Elizabeth of Collenberg.
Okay.
I believe we are related through the blood of her. I am looking for the blood sister of my sire.
Fancy words there. Am I supposed to understand this double talk? When you can't even give me your name?
My name is Elizabeth Caldwell.
Caldwell. Oh. Well, Miss Caldwell, sit down.
Sit down.
How's it going?
All right. A little disarmed. I wasn't expecting you to know my name necessarily.
Oh, I know the last name. By the way, my name is Ashley Calvert. So you can call me Miss Calvert. Miss
All right.
Caldwell.
Will do.
Yeah. Are you related to, I believe, Joseph Caldwell?
I am.
Hmm.
Are you?
In a way, yes. He is my sire.
I'm attempting to find somebody that was embraced by the people. Yes, the family tree is so complicated.
What are people tits?
The best kind.
That's a strange terminology. Is that a Baltimore thing?
Apparently. My sire is Ebenezer Brady of Baltimore. One of the other people that his sire embraced is a Ventrue named Lucinda, and I'm trying to find her.
Yes, Lucinda. My grandsire.
Mm.
Yes, I do know the family history and ancestry.
I thought that he didn't know that it was Lucinda that did the deed.
Not everyone knows everything. I guess.
I was
Yeah.
trying to find her, and you happen to be the closest. So
Ah.
at this point, I'm just kind of trying to track her down.
Well, I've only met her once, and that was about it.
When did you meet her?
16 years ago or so when I was embraced.
Mhm.
I was
I assume that was
introduced.
before her and
Mr. Caldwell separated.
yes.
Well, they didn't seem to be getting along as well, but still apparently was proper. But yeah, I have no idea where she is, to be honest. I've honestly kind of disconnected with the lineage, so to speak. I've done some research on it, and I have found most of it lacking.
Oh.
But yeah. By the way, sorry I can't really be more of a help, but yeah,
Sorry, I keep getting distracted. I think the baby found a different video than the one I put her on.
nice.
Well, I think this is at least helpful for determining when she's not.
Mm, yeah.
If you ever find yourself in Baltimore, feel free to look me up.
Well, yes. Bummer. Our family, our lineage seems to go there a lot. Weird.
I think
Actually,
that's where quite a few of them were from. So
I actually received a letter a while ago asking if I wanted to go there, but I ignored it.
where was it from?
Not sure. The return address and the send address were both mine. It said that great things were happening in the city and I should come down. I like it here, though.
There
My
was
industry here is making lots of bank.
nothing else recognizable in the letter, or
Well, I didn't recognize anything about it. Fancy handwriting. It was on like parchment, old crisp paper, handwritten. Very fancy. Very nice. No expense paid. But you are welcome to if you want to put some we are going to go semi-public soon in this industry, so if you want some stocks, you're welcome to buy some.
I certainly may.
We're a AAA video game company.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. We actually currently just released some games that have made us a lot of money, and I'm going to do some layoffs to save more money in the future. I already had about 3 or 4 people have nervous breakdowns from the crunch. I dealt with them. I just made them forget about their hopes and dreams.
God damn it.
Wow. They really are AAA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. And the best part, if you feed on some of your employees, most people aren't even going to notice the difference within this industry.
Wow.
Yeah, little anemic, always trying to get more sugar and juice and stuff. Complaining, overly tired. They just act like programmers, you know what I mean? It's good. You really should get into it. Lots of potential.
I'll definitely keep it in mind. Well, thank you for the information. It was lovely meeting you.
Lovely meeting you too, Miss Codwell. And maybe the family isn't as bad as I thought in the papers.
A lot of what has been said in the papers was, I believe, probably a fabrication of loose ends.
Oh, I was more talking about the historical records of our clan's bloodline. There seems to be a lot of petty bickering amongst blood siblings where they always come and they always do this weird free thing, and then
Yeah,
all three are always in competition, and yeah, it's just.
are you getting the same pressure to do the 3 yourself as well, or does he not really care for that part?
I have the benefit of being of the 13th, so no pressure on me.
Valid.
Yeah. Ah, sometimes it pays to be the weak one. And honestly, I don't care, so I'm making money, have
I
resources.
kind of envy it some. I'm still looking for my first progeny.
Yeah. It's always pressure to have those grandchilders. They never leave you alone about it. And then the older and longer you're around, the more they pressure you. They always want you to have more.
Well, it was lovely meeting you.
Oh, yes. Let me escort you out to the waiting area.
Thank you.
Just walks with
Yeah.
you, and the rest of you guys are sitting there on the couch staring at the secretary who is completely ignoring you. The door opens and you see Liz and another woman.
I'll walk over to Sophia and I'm horrible. I can't remember this woman's name already. But this is Kat. Liz would know better.
Covert.
Um,
Coward, sorry.
Cow.
Yeah.
Miss Coward, this is Sophia Miller. She's the distant relation of the family.
Huh.
Hello.
Nice to meet you, Miss Miller.
You as well.
Are the rest of these?
No, just Sophia. She's the only relative here.
Liz and I are what, cousins? I guess we'd call ourselves.
A couple steps removed.
No, you'd be first cousins, no removed. If you were blood relations.
Our sires are the child of the same sire.
The secretary's right there.
We're whispering.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. She just walks over to the secretary. Forget everything you're hearing. Okay.
Okay.
Don't you do that to your people all the time?
Yes.
I try to.
Not
limit
enough,
it.
I'd say. Don't mind me.
You look familiar. Are you in magazines? Yes. I think you're in fashion magazine.
That's true.
Yes, I think one of my employees used you as a model in one of our games.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I'm
You'll be getting
so
a call.
curious, but also like, yeah, you need to protect those rights, my man.
Yeah.
Get that bank.
Yes.
I step away and take my phone out.
Yeah.
He'll deal with this off screen.
Like, I can't remember your retainer's name.
Jambi.
Jambi. Jambi, I need you to play every AAA video game until you find somebody that looks like me.
No, he just has to look for this company's latest games and then let the lawyers handle it.
As long as they're not like pushing out shovelware left and right, it's not that many games.
They wouldn't put Jilon in shovelware.
How dare they?
How
I
could
mean, who knows?
You look it up and you realize you're the main character in a series of adventure games.
I mean, honestly, that's even better.
Once I get my cut, I'm all for it.
Like, don't worry, we changed some things to make sure that it's different. We made him illiterate and dumb and not too brilliant. Nothing
Hmm.
like you at all.
Well, 1 out of 3.
Oh, is this a small penis thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm.
What?
For, that,
Sounds like,
Movie
what?
recommendations?
for those at home wondering what the hell we're talking about, look it up. It's a legal thing called the small penis rule. It's how you can get away with parrying people and stuff. And stupid ass name, but
Basically, no one wants to out themselves or shed that kind of light on them. So there's, but yeah, sure, whatever.
So yeah, but it's been good meeting you, and I guess the 3 of you.
We're not important. We're lackeys.
Oh, at least you know where you stand with Miss Caldwell and Miss Miller.
Well, we do stand with Miss Caldwell and Miss Miller. That's true.
Yes.
Sometimes we sit, but only with in the car.
You're the
Most of
driver.
the time I cry.
Ah, you're the side chick.
I am not.
She's got you all pegged. Very perceptive.
Got the arm candy, the driver, and the side chick.
Mari's so offended.
My God. Me?
You did say you cry a lot.
Not for romantic reasons most of the time.
We do what a lot?
Huh?
Yeah.
Fine,
Oh.
let's just
Okay, yeah. Thank you. It was lovely meeting you. Let's get out of here before this gets more awkward.
We drive down. Or ride down
Ugh.
the elevator.
Yeah.
Well, did you
So,
find what you were looking for?
not quite, but it did answer a question or two.
Well, shoot.
So she was from your clan, but not from your family?
Yeah.
Hmm.
When she's actually related to my grandfather.
what?
Oh, she's his child, her.
Yeah.
Interesting. How old is she? Well, how long ago was she?
That's rude.
Unclear,
You
but
and
I
I
know
know
that
that.
she apparently met
She told me 16
Lucinda.
years. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
told
met
you.
Lucinda 16 years ago. So it has to be at least then or before. And she said at the time, her and Grandpapa were not they were still together, but they were definitely having friction. So I guess our next one would be Canada.
Quebec.
Yeah.
So it'd be a slightly longer drive, I think.
Now,
Yeah.
Good, we
might
got our
wanna-
first try. Here.
That actually was honestly pretty cool.
now, do we
What are you thinking?
think? Now I know that your grandfather and Lucinda are not on the up and up, and this one and your and Lucinda supposedly haven't seen each other in 16 years. Do you think that they've had any contact, like outside of personal face to face? Like, will they let Lucinda know that we're looking for her?
This person?
Yes.
I don't think so. She basically mentioned that she's basically trying to distance herself from our bloodline. It's a lot of drama that she doesn't want to be involved in, which to be fair, I don't either, but this is my life. So I don't think she would. It wasn't a vibe that I got.
Okay. So, wonder Where's the nearest airport that we can charter a private flight?
Pittsburgh Airport. Is there or I don't, yeah,
Okay.
that seems like
Sorry, I'm just trying to do the math. She had mentioned that she is 14th generation. I was trying to do the math because that wasn't making sense in my brain, but now it does.
that's
13th.
13
Yeah.
is what Jilon is.
Yeah.
The only 13th in the group now.
Oh, that's true because Sean moved up.
Guess you're
Oh.
gonna have to eat somebody.
Gross. That's disgusting. What a mess.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess we're heading to the airport.
Well, I mean, what time is it?
Oh yeah, maybe we should rest for the night.
Yeah, because you drove here.
Rest
got a
and
hotel.
feed. Yeah.
Because even if we were to travel by vehicle, it's around 800 miles from here to there, which is about 12 hours. A flight is more about 4 to 5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably better done
Yeah, that's
in the
right.
next evening or two.
Long road trip.
Who can we get to drive us on a long road trip?
Sean.
Well, he can't drive during the day, though. So it
Well,
would take
no.
multiple days.
We could just get a flight.
Flight's probably better.
Unless Sean has like a one of those mobile home things that we could park somewhere and then stay asleep. And
I'd probably scrounge one up.
would that be safe? Can you leave those out in a place that no one will bother during the day?
Yeah. Depends.
I don't know how that works.
I know I wouldn't trust it.
It's the same thing with like other cars. If you just leave any car laying out, or who's gonna mess with it? Literally anyone.
It's more. I feel like it's more likely with a RV because people don't want people sleeping on their land, whereas if it's just a car, people
I
assume
would
there
be
isn't
more
somebody
worried about the
sleeping in it.
cops. The cops being called. Somebody messes with it. Let's say they break in. All of a sudden, they just see a RV full of corpses. What's your? You're either
I'm
gonna
not
run
worried
away
about
or
the people finding us. I'm worried about them letting the fucking sun in.
we can fix that.
We just have to have. I don't know if it's worth even discussing this, but like sections that aren't exposed, like inside under cabinets or under beds or in like the floorboards.
So you're talking about RVs. A lot of the modern, like big RVs, do have like storage under the floor and stuff that is totally blocked off from the sun and everything.
Smugglers for smuggling.
And then stuff like they're amazing. Like if I had like the money and I could drive, I almost contemplate getting an RV and just driving across the country with the family, because they are basically just mobile homes that are actually mobile.
Yeah.
If only there was good intergalactic. That's not the right word. Something about internet being available.
And yeah, you'd have to.
But we're probably flying anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, but let's probably get a place to sleep tonight, and then
We already have hotel rooms.
yeah. And then do we need to feed before we leave?
Probably.
Couldn't hurt.
I think she does.
I do.
Since we got the place where it is okay to.
You're like 3.
Yeah, I'm at 3.
I'm also at 3.
Yeah, let's do
Alright,
that.
So to Newtown, so we are going to just use the feeding rolls.
Oh boy.
How does this work? I've never done it.
I know, I'm excited.
Yeah, typically, we play it out, but for quickies, who wants to feed first?
I'll feed first.
All right, what's your predator style?
I am what's it called? The
Trapdoor.
oh
I'm just
the
kidding.
siren, I think.
Siren, the one who feeds through booty. All right.
Yeah.
So, that would be a charisma plus subterfuge.
Charisma plus subterfuge. All right, let's see.
Oh.
4 plus, so 6 dice. All right. Here we go. 3 successes.
All right. So going to the common feeding area, you find someone who is left-handed, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
who you're able to bring back to a place within the area and feed upon them. So again, depending if you want to kill them or not, is how much you get from them. So 2 or I think it's basically 2 or your feel, depending if damage.
I will not kill them. And then when I'm done, I will tell them to forget.
Who's next?
I'll do it.
All right. What's your murder stuff?
Scene queen.
Manipulation plus persuasion.
I have to look. Okay, let me see. I got. Okay, so there's 3 there. Only 6. 4 successes.
All right. So you find someone you've seen, which is fashion industry, right?
Yeah, fashion people, model people, people that spend their time looking ridiculously good looking.
Oh yeah, there's
So-
so many social influencers that think they're models. Pretty easy to find.
Yeah. Maybe
know.
some nighttime club or spa or something.
Yeah, people like
Use awe.
hashtag party. All right, who next wants to feed?
I'll do it.
All right, what's your birder?
I am also a siren.
Ooh, I didn't know that.
It doesn't come up a lot. That's interesting. No wonder. That explains all the spouses. Potential spouses.
Charisma plus subterfuge.
I have a specialty in subterfuge for seduction. Would this help?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't even think to ask about that.
Oh.
I don't have seduction. Never mind. Wait, I have that under persuasion. Damn.
Yes, persuasion or subterfuge both have seduction. Depending on how you do it.
8.
Yeah.
Yes, you want
Because
to
of
eight
the
someone.
seduction?
4, 5,
Oh,
6,
okay.
7, 8.
I don't do any of the 100 dice, do I?
I don't know. That's good.
Do I do 100 dice? Okay.
Hunger dice are included in this.
Okay.
That's why the raccoon thing happened.
Mm-hmm.
Ma'am, I need these dice. I know. It's so frustrating.
4. Yeah,
Yep.
4 successes.
All right, you find someone that meets your criteria, and who this time does not want to marry you.
Gosh.
Do you choose to kill or no?
No.
Alright.
No.
Basically, that's to reduce you down to 1. You're at how much hunger now?
Me?
Yeah, what were you at?
I was at 3.
Okay, so you're good. Yeah, because I was like, if you had 4, you might have roll frenzy. But you're good. That leaves Sean. Is Sean feeding? Or also, sorry.
He's at 1.
Okay, so you're good.
Yep.
And
I'm
Richard?
rolling just to see, or I'm letting her roll. So far we have 2 successes.
What's your predator cell?
Consensualist. It is manipulation and persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
And I was also going to use all if possible.
Oh.
You have to roll it. You have to put it in the no, you have to roll it. You can't just put it down on the stick.
You're gonna put it in his hand.
I appreciate that, but okay, cool. You got a 1. Here.
Give the gun to him.
Okay, all right, that's 3 successes. We get 2 more dice. Roll them. Or do you want me to? Okay, you got them both. Throw them in. They go in, babe. Drop it. Drop it. Okay, 3 successes total. Out of a lot of dice. Oof.
Okay.
Hope you didn't inherit my luck, kid.
Yeah, so you find something you can feed upon. Do you use anything to make him forget?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah, I'll just do cloud memory so that they just remember or forget the actual moment.
Alrighty.
Because we're in an area where we're allowed to feed, so.
Alright, so you're good to go. And I think we'll be stopping there for the night. Next session we'll be down one player and up another player. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, I imagine we
Cozy was here the
we
whole time.
brought
Which is
Cozy
invisible.
with us, and she was just kind of vibing in the background.
Is that what that noise was in the trunk?
I love the idea of her being invisible shadowing us, and there also being a invisible Nosferatu shadowing us, and we don't know about one or both of them.
Wait, what's a
Nice.
Nos?
Because also, I 100% believe we have been shadowed since the moment we got in the city. Like, the prince is a Nosferatu. I assume we've been under constant surveillance.
Pavel comes out. It's not the prince that shadows you. Jesus.
You have your own coterie to work on again.
Yeah, the Nos have obfuscate as a clan.
So do Malks and a few others.
Well, kind of like that's what Luke was asking about.
So, thank you for joining us tonight. I know we had a couple stops and starts, which when you're watching this, you won't notice because our fantastic, wonderful editor will make sure it's seamless as anything. Okay.
As seamless as possible.
So thank you for joining us. Keep watching our stuff. It will be uploaded when it's uploaded.
Yeah, we try our best, but
yeah, as we're recording this, we have someone who is barely over 1 who makes life fun.
yeah,
So until
doesn't
next,
have a lot of time for editing.
yeah, until next time, hope you all had a bloody good time. Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.